about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Watson throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the penalty decline, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Watson now to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, It's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Another try for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing Jones. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. It looks like a loss of right around a... Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. Try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Rashad Fenton, the one to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The Texans at 4-6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Houston. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Touchdown! Noah Fant with career touchdown number 60. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
From the 50, it's Watson. Delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy. And some
touchdown, Texans! A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Now Jones on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
Saints 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, or an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. With a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and that'll be complete to Dillon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his tight end Fant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Jones throwing on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close it.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime, but how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
Jones has just thrown his third interception. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Meanwhile, Jones throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. How about that for a call? Leading in the 2nd half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case,
probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints are back within a couple of the lead. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A handoff to Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Running left, it's Barkley. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is going to have a Texans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Now Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 2, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They'll try and run it in, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their one-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down tonight, well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Jones. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now Jones. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. That's good for... And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one